pause. We pause for a second or two. This is episode 96. Acute goal. Authority. All throughout our lives, these sudden situations occur. Once in a while, sometimes even often, sudden, acute things happen. We are startled, shocked, scared. Something suddenly comes close. Something suddenly threatens us. Sometimes it gets violent and dangerous. These are our acute situations. And today we will talk about our goal for these situations, our emotional goal. Our emotional goal for acute situations is authority. It's about understanding and making a good call on what or who is in best authority in this situation. This is difficult to do. Every situation is complex, and everyone involved in a sudden situation may claim authority. Acute goal authority is not about us gaining authority in any and every situation. That's not what it's about. It's not about total domination. It's not about becoming increasingly powerful. It's not about that. Acute goal authority is about getting an intuitive feel for authority, how it actually works. Because authority is very much dynamic. It is changing. It is very much alive. Authority as a goal, emotionally, is about developing a sense of when it feels natural for us to be in a position of authority. It's about standing where we stand and making a call is it natural for me to be an authority right here and now, or should someone else here be in higher authority than me. Natural authority is about very physical things. Authority is very physical. And acute situations, sudden, potentially violent situations, is a lot about physicality, our bodies, who we are and where we stand physically. So when we are in a natural position of authority, we are the person who can stand in one spot for the longest time. We can be the last one staying, and that it feels natural to be the last one staying in a specific place. Likewise, some situations is about who can go first, who can enter into a situation first. For whom is it natural to enter and go first? In a physical sense. And when it feels natural for us to be the first one to go, be the first one to enter a given situation, then we are in authority. Natural authority is also about material claims. If I am holding an object in my hand, say that I am holding a book in my hand. If it feels natural for me to hold on to this book, to have this book in my hand, then I have natural authority over it. Authority is also about sexuality. And sexuality is about who is naturally belonging to who. Which people go together. It's all about people finding their place. Because we are constantly somewhere. We are constantly with someone. And authority is about getting a feel for where am I supposed to be? With whom am I supposed to be? Where does it feel like it's my life? Where does it feel like it's my natural role that only I can play? That's what authority is about. It's not about becoming ever more powerful. It's not about that. It's about finding a home. We have 3 specific skills for acute goal authority. And they are tension, diaphragm, and weight and balance. Tension is about that all throughout life there are difficulties, there are conflicts, there are collisions. And wherever there is conflict, tension is there. And specific skill tension is about understanding and getting a feel for our physical tension that is constantly building up in our bodies. And understanding how we may use it in order to make proper judgments of situations and people. Diaphragm, specific skill diaphragm, is about that intuitively throughout evolution, our diaphragm, the spot beneath our rib cage in our abdomen, when we are relaxed in our diaphragm, it functions as this sort of alarming system for when something is terribly wrong. So whenever we are facing something dangerous, something that we just know is not good, then our diaphragm will start vibrating. And that is our most clear cue for when to move away, when we are not in a natural position of authority. And lastly, weight and balance, specific skill, weight and balance, is about developing a sense of weight down into the ground and develop a sense of balance, physical balance, so that we are not leaning forwards or backwards. And once we have developed weight and balance, we become the center of our own world. Physically, we become the center. So we are anchored down into the ground with our weight, and we are centered with our balance, so that we are not easily pushed, because we are balanced. And physical weight and balance translates into emotional weight and balance, especially in acute, sudden, and potentially dangerous situations. Combined, these three specific skills make up a sort of physical competence of ours. And not only a physical competence, but a physical competence tailor-made for making good judgment calls of authority, both our authority and the authority of others. So with these three, we get like more control of choice. We get more choice of when to claim authority and when to take a step back. When to be the last one staying behind, and when to be the one going first, and when being the one holding on to something material, and when to not be the one doing those things. So if we strain our natural sense of authority, our natural judgments, if we, let's say that we enter a situation and we feel very nervous. We feel like this is a very strange place. I do not belong here. We can feel with every cell of our body that this is not our natural place of authority. I do not really belong here, actually. If we still try to claim that space, if we try to force our bodies onto a situation, if we try to force ourselves into a position of authority that is not really ours, then bad things will happen. And those bad things are acute situations. Those bad things are the sudden, violent collisions of life. So every time a social conflict, a dangerous social fight or conflict arises, it's always due to one or more parties making a bad judgment call of who's in natural authority. That's always the case. And sometimes we make a bad judgment call and claim something that is not really natural for us to claim, but the consequence of it comes later. Sometimes we claim something or claim a space that makes us get on someone's bad side, and someone develops a grudge against us. And then further down the road, that someone will get their revenge. They always get their revenge. And we always get our revenge when someone is claiming something that is ours. People are very sensitive to natural authority. We are very sensitive to what is our proper place in the social family. We are very sensitive to this. So when one of us is breaking this natural sense of authority, we remember and we consciously or unconsciously get back, get even, or get revenge. All people are like this. Acute goal authority is not about becoming powerful. It's not about going up, so to speak. It's not about climbing. It's not about dominating. It's about learning and ever finding our proper place, our natural authority, because there is always a place for us. There is always a place of natural authority, and it's about finding that place. Sometimes finding that proper place is to accept a conflict, to take a fight. But we do so when we feel that we should be the natural winner of the fight. When we feel that it's our natural authority that should win in this situation. Then we take the fight because we feel that we should win. But that also goes with retreating when we feel like this situation is actually the other person's natural authority. It's not mine. Then we need to retreat. Our acute situation, authority, our goal, authority, it's all about our bodies. It's very physical. It's about our eyes. It's about our body language. It's about our tone of voice. It's about how we claim space. It's about how we claim things. It's about sexuality. It's about this dance. It's about how well we play our part. It's about how well we understand our place, how well we understand our role in the music of life. There's always these currents going on, these intentions, these wishes, hopes, disappointments, longings, all of that stuff. And all of that translates into claims of authority. And with acute goal authority and our 3 specific skills for authority, we day by day fine-tune our instrument of making ever better judgment calls of who should be in a natural position of authority right here and now. Is it me or is it the other person? And then we take it from there. And that's the way to go. And sometimes we just need to have a little bit of conflict with each other, to just look each other in the eye and say something to one another. Sometimes we just need to get the message across. I feel like this, okay. You feel like that, okay. And both are okay. The conflict is all right. That's it for today. Thank you.